Alrighty, so welcome back to some more JD teasers, loads and stuff over in here. I'm in the Kingdom of Macedonie over here. This video is going to be pretty delayed because of a bunch of shit that happened. They just came out over here, and I'm recording this over here. So I do apologize for not getting to this like right away, but should be in the swing of things over here. So yeah, we got the Kingdom of Macedonie over there. That's what I'm not gonna really get into. We haven't happened. Anyways, Kingdom of Macedonie over here, and this is their flag, by the way, over here. For those who don't know, this is pretty much shows very much a LARP scene over here. We be LARPing at Alexander the Great over here, and we got a whole bunch of shit we got going on down over here. So we got two. Well, technically there's three actually, because one of the devs confirmed something over here from the thing. Okay, so we got two. We got currently two over here, and there's a third one over here. Because of one of the devs said over here. Get that into a bit. So first, we got your boy Siegfried Muller over in here. Most famous because of his appearance in TNO doing his thing with whatever the fuck of his last day. It's been like that's so goddamn long. Can you tell that I haven't touched TNO in like ages over here? But yeah, he's part of the African Race Commissariat. It's been like so many ages. I can't remember. Then we get Dominique Borello over here leading. Over here, but we also got Sibyl Mill here. These are two possible leaders you can see from the Bounce of Power mechanic over here. Seeing some use over here for once in a mod over here that I'm playing right now. Other mod over here, but I haven't set my mind. We got the Cousin Diadochi over here between the two leaders. The Bula in Borella clique over in here, and then there is a third one that makes his appearance over here. That if memory serves me right over here, they'll only appear when nobody's able to actually come out on top of this. Which I think is interesting. At least for me it is. Interesting shit. What else we got going on over in here? So before we actually get into the events over here, we're reading the national spirits that we got going on over here. We got the American last one over here, so we're going to be starting off from this. The bread basket of anarchy over here, getting the monthly power and consumer good, which is very nice over here. Look at that. Starvation is a constant specter out here at Anarchy. Women with hollow faces and children with swollen bellies are common and very exciting here. Nearly anywhere you look, however, due to our group's location in fertile plains of the Highland, we are able to keep our soldiers and slaves fat and happy. Sounds like there's a lot of leverage in this regular place to make people flock out to get out. Starvation job with us. Yeah. Joe, when I gang of LARPers over here, you're gonna get that. You're gonna get some bread. Get that bread more ways than one. Interesting little stuff over here. The mercenary. It's basically just a mercenary set LARPing as fucking Alexander the Great, more or less. Which I think is a cool idea. Anyways. Shine the Virginia sun over here. Pretty neat icon over here, look at that. Get a bunch of good shit over in here. Yeah, Kaiser's Drift. Our group of diverse love mercs from all over the world seek the fortune of boards. While this is an unnecessary issue, it doesn't mean we lack any kind of cohesive identity other than being men willing to kill for money. However, recently our men have begun to gather around an identity closely associated with our ancient Greece, particularly that of Alexander the Great's Macedonian Empire. Its culture of perpetual war for glory has been closely parallel to our own state over here. So yeah, we're very much LARPing it as a Greece, more or less, over here with our own game over here. Will it turn out like how? Will it end similar to how fucking Alexander the Great's ended? We shall see. Anyway, we got Dominique the best list over here. Overall, though, well, I say we. Anyways, the state is definitely. It's definitely one of the better offs in terms of like all stuff over here compared to like the rest of they're very much well, it is a mercenary state, of course, on there are LARPing it out of the great, but they definitely have they definitely got a better start compared to a good chunk of them. Anyways, Commander Dominique is functionally a king in all but name, commanding immense respect and authority amongst the Mercenaries. Many critics dubbed the commander Basidius as a reference to Alexander the Great, who ran his empire as the king in all but name. While initially inside, the comparison was so apt that it was allowed to become a shorthand for a leader. However, this also come up the martial state issue with cohesive identity and leadership identity. So yeah, we're kind of like fighting between if you truly want to embrace the LARPer lifestyle or go full mercenary state over here and just strength and muscle jungle work. Anyways, it's not focus tree because this one relates to the event here. Macedonie, also young and brave, dynastic mercenaries, young and old can be one. Another one over here. Former soldier incentives reward those who reap, fade the old governor and democratic militias over here. Muller's next raid, going within the mercenaries experience or farmers machinery. So experience of machine we shall see. And then the Colorado remarch. Can't remember what the fuck was in Colorado, but we shall see. Tassi can only be seen by Basilius' eyes over here. Really embracing that nickname. I'm trying to remember. That's 15th. 56. July 15th, yeah. Trying to think of that one on top of my head. It says it right there. But I was trying to. Right on top of my. Right on the cusp of my brain. Just them over here. I'm fucking forgetful. Anyways. Top of 15. On the 15th of July, our forces concretely have redacted. They executed re into the enemy territory of Colorado government, starting an operation at dawn. 0545. The objective was to seize the enemy material and damage critical infrastructure. Below was in the pre-description and disposition of our forces during the following events. Allied forces number 2 involved 1,785 infantry combatants, 8 pieces of ordnance, 1 plane, 1,147,774 shells of various types, 2,005 sets of body protection, 25 improvised IFVs, and 1 armored tractor. Damn. Enemy forces number 2 involved around 857 to 874 infantry combatants, 2 pieces of ordnance, 1 plane, unknown quantity of shells and ammunition, possibly 11 to 17 improvised IFBs, and 1 tank. The events would reveal the enemy numbers were severely underestimated. Enemy forces readied and several times more numerous prepared than expected. Allied forces ambushed 2 hours into the raid. Allied forces failed to secure most objectives. Enemy forces successfully defeated Allied forces, taking heavy casualties. Allied forces forced to retreat by 1228. Estimated losses of enemy forces mostly unknown, but presumably light, most likely only a few dozen combatants and some armored equipment. Estimated loss of Allied forces 470 infantry combatants, KIA, MIA, WIA. 1 killed in action, missing in action, or wounded in action. 1 plane, hundreds of thousands of ammunition shells spent, 2 pieces of ordnance, 5 IVs, and 1 tractor. Damn. Cretius Basidius, addendum terminated. Crap. Special beat over here. Muller, you blithering idiot. Fixing Muller's fuckers, macking us to be now, and glimmer of hope over here. So yeah, that's the whole Diadoki stuff over here. And I'm pretty sure Shug is going to determine whether Basidius will remain on top or whether Muller can seize the reign of power. Curious, yeah, actually those two are going to be differing in their thing. Especially for me, the report lies open on the table, pages creased and smeared with red pencil marks. Dominique Barella does not sit, he paces. A loose band of European exiled refugees deserters, barely armed, barely organized, with moves intelligence promise, an easy raid, statement operation. Barella slid his head down the table, losses listed. Witnesses this. Vehicles abandoned, prisoners escaped, supplies burned instead of seized. You failed, said flatly and louder, sharper. You failed against scavengers and cowards. He rounds on Siegfried Muller and the men beneath him. Wolf writing to the tower about incompetence, rot, and unforgivable crime make Barella look weak. Every excuse appeared before spoken. The terrain, the resistance, bad tones, Barella cuts down the organs. The target was harder than expected. Did Muller should have known. The plan collapsed and the officers should have adapted. That's what it shows before. More opened his mouth once. Barella raised his finger and signs instantly. Enough. I don't care why. I care how that happened. The B is now in orders, but with dismissal. Get out, all of you. The door shuts. Barella exhales long and slow. He pours himself a glass of whiskey. Studies the amber liquid and drinks. The refugees were not supposed to bleed him. Next time, somebody else will. Unacceptable. So, Diadoki be doing Diadoki things. And then someone who should be in power over here. And I'm curious about who's going to be this third candidate over here, so the candidate will still be chosen. But we shall see exactly. So yeah, it's going to be the whole little thing over here. Very much of an interest in all this. I'm curious to see exactly how far this lap will go. Whether they'll go full sended, or it was going to be like, like little bits here and there. But I am very much interested in seeing the LARP, the fucking America into the new fucking. Can't imagine that would be fucking. That would be sad to behold. Here, seeing the rest of the world seeing this fucking Alexander the Great 2 Electric Boogaloo, and then I would be like, what the fuck? It's gonna be interesting. So, with that being said, over here, hope you guys know the little cheat video I'm also in the little here. This is definitely one of the more interesting ones over here. Very interesting with all the shit that we get seen over here. I'll see you guys whenever it is that's gonna be coming next. Who knows? Till then, see ya.